Okay. So just finished an appointment, and wow, it reveals so much. It let me know how much self-work I have to do. I'm gonna let this video ride. I'm gonna ramble on for a minute. So first of all, I had a not a Murphy's Law kind of day, but there were things that happened and they threw me off this morning. So I had to bring my son with me to the studio, and he was tired and hungry. And we're at the phase where he wants me to feed him his food. So he wasn't about to eat, because I had to get in here, I had to set up. On top of that, I didn't get up on time. I went back to sleep, dreaming about David Banner. Went back to sleep. Who left me hanging last night? But anyway, that's my boo. I'm not going to hold it against him. There was so much, like while I was doing the treatment, I was planning this video in my mind, but of course I couldn't stop and take off my gloves and take off the headlight and write down notes or anything. So I'm gonna let this come to me. So I went back to sleep, and then my situation with my printer, the situation with my phone. So I couldn't print the paperwork. I didn't trust myself. I had already sent her the paperwork and asked her to print it out. So she brought it with her. So when she brought it, I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Or that's what's supposed to happen. So it's like it didn't even make me feel good to see that I had done that. I was more mad at myself that I expected me not to give it to her. Baby, close that door. So then, my boyfriend dropped me off, and he's like, don't worry about it. Don't have any regrets about this morning, because I was just like in a tizzy. Oh, and then I was going to be late. Now, when I told her I was going to be late, she's like, okay, no worries. And I'm like, oh my God, she's nice. Because in my mind, I'm like, she's being nice. So, excuse me, so she's really upset. But she was actually being nice, because she's really nice. No worries. So we get here, and I'm trying to on the ride here. He's like, look at you. Look at your body language. Look at your posture. Look at your breathing. Like, you need to let it go. Don't take that energy in there with you. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't want to be like this when I do her brows. So I try to get centered. And didn't I tell you can't make any noise? So I was trying to get centered before she got here and everything. And then I get here, and I got to clean up because of what I did, last time I was here. And I'm like, well, damn, that was a bad idea. I was like, I'm going to leave this here, I'm going to leave this here. No, that was a bad idea because I couldn't come into the space clear. So she gets here, and we just hit it off. Like, we were just talking and learning about each other, and we got so much in common. She's a hippie too, and she's a nurse, so she'd been up like 24 hours, she said. And so she slept. She slept through basically the entire treatment, and that says a lot for the level of pain that this microblading gives people, is for people. It's not that painful. I haven't done it myself, but I feel like it's not going to be a big deal when I get it, because I got tattoos and I've had contractions. So I compare everything to that. And she's not the only person that's slept while I was making the incisions. So, it's not that painful, obviously. She wouldn't be, like, she was knocked out. But she was so nice, and she was so gracious, and she didn't rush me, and my breaks didn't annoy her. Not that anybody's been annoyed, but these are things that I expect. So as I'm working on her, that voice in my head The voice was saying all kinds of things about what I hold on. Oh, what is up? About, like, you might as well get used to just getting by with this because you've never been the best at anything. So just frame your business around marketing to get clients because you're not going to be the best in the industry. This is what the voice is telling me while I'm doing the incisions on her face. And it always tells me to stop. Like there's a point where I do the outline and all the strokes are invisible and I'm trying to peer through these hairs. I'm trying to look through these hairs and find my strokes. And I'm like, I don't see them, but I can't cut where I'm going to cross them or it'll be blurry. It'll blur. And then that's just not going to be good work. And I was like, well, so what am I going to do? Tell her I can't go any further. I can't do this anymore. Tell her that I quit and I'm sorry it had to be you. What kind of shit? So all that's going on in my head and I'm like, what I need to focus on, like the part about microblading that's going to make me great is going to be the logistics. Like that's how I'm going to end up being the entrepreneur I want to be, is preparing the night before and making sure my paperwork is together and making sure I have backups for if and when things don't go as I plan for them to go. That's my lesson for today. She was really dope. We said we're gonna go and get coffee. Just cool, just good energy. She said that she left not even feeling tired. I feel the same way. This usually wears me out, as you know if you follow my channel. But I feel good, like I'm hungry, but I don't feel wiped out because she was giving me good vibes and I was giving them to her. We talked a lot. And last thing, I set the appointment for 8. I usually do 10:30 to give myself time to, wake up. But I wanted to have some of my day left. And I still got her out here at like 4:30. And I know that's like all day, but between breaks, my son, and talking, that's how long it ended up being. I'm not at the point where my appointments take 2 hours yet. I'm working my way to that, and then I'm trying not to hold that against myself. So I'm learning, I'm growing. My work is getting better, and I'm getting more comfortable. Like there was much less anxiety around, like in the moment. So that's great. I think that as long as that's subsiding, then I'll be able to cut my time down more and more. Had to share that with you. Thanks. Say something if you feel like it.